Excuse me a minute, I have to talk to Grant.
All right, sweetheart.
You knew from the beginning what Dennis's problems with Paige were, didn't you?
Yes. I suppose I'm one of the few persons who knows about that porno film that Paige made. You know, I've wondered from the beginning how Dennis was going to deal with it.
No, Paige can't deal with it any better than Dennis.
Elliot, I have known Paige since she was a little girl, and she was never one to give up. But I have a feeling that that's exactly what she's doing right now. She obviously has no respect for herself.
Yes, and I blame Dennis for that.
You do?
In some ways. On the other hand, I know it isn't his fault either. I just wish there was something I could do for Paige.
Well, I hope you find a way, because she needs it desperately now.
Well, I'll do my best.
You know, Elliot, you really don't have to stay. I can wait for Stryker alone.
Oh, no, thank you, Vicky. I'm not in any hurry. Would you like more coffee?
Yes, thank you. I may as well. I think Stryker's going to be quite a while yet.
You're worried about him, aren't you?
Yes, I am. He's working such long hours lately.
Well, can't you get him to take some rest?
Oh, no. I've suggested that we take a vacation, even a long weekend, but, well, so far no success, but I'll keep trying.
Did Iris talk to you?
Yeah, this afternoon. Well, she's really upset about this thing.
Yeah, I know she is.
I tried to get a hold of Evan Douglas up in Dallas. He's in the seminar. I won't be back till tomorrow.
Did Iris tell you that a nurse told her that Dr. Douglas wanted to see her in his office?
Yes, he did, but Dr. Douglas said he never heard anything about it, and he said, what's more, he wouldn't have had her come up to the office anyway. It had gone down to Alex's suite.
Now, do you find that strange?
Well, it's hard to understand unless there was maybe a new nurse.
That's exactly what I told Iris.
Iris thinks Ryan Connor's the one who tried to get out of the room.
I know that it doesn't make any sense, Stryker. I don't believe that Ryan even spoke to Alex that night.
Iris is convinced that someone tried to get her out of that room.
I know that.
You think it could be foul play?
No. But try to get somebody to convince Iris of that.
Joe? Joe? What's wrong? Is it the tattoo, Joe? I told you shouldn't have tried to take it off by yourself. It's dangerous, Joe.
It hurts.
Must be infected. I'm gonna go get Mac.
No.
You need help, Joe.
No, don't leave.
Joe, you could die. You need a doctor. Listen, I'm gonna go get Dr. McAllister. Now you stay as still as you can, and I'll be back as fast as I can, okay? You stay there. Well, I think I'll go over and see how Ricky's doing with the band.
Now tell him we gotta start the show in 15 minutes, Ruby.
Okay. Nice to meet you, Mrs. Carrington.
I hope Mr. Parnell isn't too sore about Elena canceling out again.
I don't think so, Billy Joe. Customers seem to like Ricky fine. If the customers are happy, that's all he cares about.
Yeah. Elena's sure's having a rough time of it these days.
Kidnapped?
Yeah. Until she gets over it, I don't want to push her.
I understand.
I was surprised to see you come in here last night with Mr. Parnell.
Were you?
Well, yeah, I didn't even know you knew him.
He's an old friend of mine from my Hollywood days.
Well, yeah, I should have guessed it, seeing as how you and Mr. Parnell both knew Chris Shaw. I just wanted to tell you, Miss Carrington, that I'm really sorry to hear about you breaking up with Mr. Carrington.
And you, Billy Joe.
I mean, I only saw you a couple times, but when I did see you together, you looked so happy. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you upset. I apologize.
It's all right. Just been a little difficult lately, that's all.
Yeah, well, I know what you're talking about, believe me. You probably don't know this, but, my wife and I are separated, too.
I didn't know that. I'm very sorry.
She just asked me for a divorce this afternoon.
Are you going to give her one?
I'd give neither the sun, the moon, the stars if I could, but I ain't so sure I could give her a divorce.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
He and I, we got a baby now. I mean, we got every reason in the world to stay together. Just don't make any sense.
People get divorces for emotional reasons, Billy Joe. They rarely make any sense.
Yeah. Who'd ever thought that we'd end up as friends, huh? Boy, we used to have some real knockdown, drag-out fights. I hope we can be friends, son. I got a feeling that... Well, I just got a feeling that you and me both need a friend right now.
You're gonna be all right, Joe. You're gonna be all right. Dr. McAllister left you some pills. He said you have blood poisoning. You could have died, Joe. I'm gonna go to that diner tomorrow. And I'm gonna take that job as a waitress. I want to help you find that money. But you gotta do something for me, Joe. You gotta write that confession. I mean, you can't let Dennis Carrington go to jail for something he didn't do. It's not right. You can't let that happen. It's just not right. But you can't die, Joe. I won't let you. I need you. I love you.